In exercise third, name the following in the given figure. So, in the figure A, B, C, D, E, F given. So, here some questions based on that given. So, we have to write the answer. The center of the circle. So, what is the center of this circle? This center of this circle is O. O is the center. So, we have to write here O. O is a center of the circle. Next, the two radii. So, we have to write two radii of this circle. So, one of the radius is OD and another is OC. OC and OD. OC and OD. These two are the radii of the circle. Radii of this circle. One is OC, other one is OD. Next, the diameter. This is the longest chord. Longest chord is a diameter. So, and in this, what is the diameter means? Diameter is a line segment joining 2 points on the circle, and that line segment should passes through the center of the circle. It means CD is the diameter. CD is the diameter of the circle. Okay. Now, after that, in the second question, find the diameters of the circles given. Here given radius of first circle, radius of second circle is given. So, here radius is given, we have to find diameter. So, diameter formula, diameter is equal to 2 into radius. 2 into radius is 1.5. 2 into 1.5 is 3. That means we have to add 1.5 plus 1.5. 2 times we have to add. You will get 3. Okay. So, then 3 centimeters. If radius is 1.5 centimeter, then diameter is 3 centimeter. Here also we have to find diameter. Radius is given. Diameter is equal to 2 into radius. 2 into, first you take radius. 2 into, what is the radius here? 4. 4 centimeters. 2 4s are 8 centimeters. This is the radius. So, radius double means diameter. This is the diameter. So, radius double is the diameter. Radius double is the diameter. Okay. Now, draw a circle with the following radii. So, here two radiuses were given. One is 1.5, other one is 4 centimeter. Then we have one is 2 centimeters, other one is 3.2 centimeters. Here, so for these two, so I am showing these two how to construct a circle, and another question you do as your assignment. Okay. First you take a ruler and compass. So, in one hand you have to fix your pencil, then after that you have to take 2 centimeter. So, on your scale 2 centimeters on your scale. Here I am taking, so 1 centimeter as 5 centimeters. So, okay. So, it means 2 centimeters, calculate 2 centimeters on a ruler, keep your compass on a ruler and take 2 centimeters. So, then after that, so with a sharp end, first you mark a center. So, with the center, keep a sharp end on a center and rotate another hand. Another hand you have to rotate. Okay. Then you will get 2 centimeters radius of the circle. Here it is very big. Here the circle is big. So, why here it is very big? I took here scale 1 centimeter as 5 centimeters I took. So, in your book you take 2 centimeters. On a ruler you have to check 2 centimeters. 2 centimeter measurement you have to take with the compass, and you mark a point. On that you keep your sharp end of a compass, and other hand you rotate, and you will form 2 centimeters circle. Here construction steps also you have to write. What you have to write? Construction steps. Okay. That construction steps already given in the examples. According to you, what you did, that complete you have to write. Okay. So, this is 2 centimeters. 2 centimeters. You have to write your construction steps also. In your textbook, construction steps is given. So, that construction steps you have to follow, but you have to write according to your measurements. You have to write your construction steps. Only measurements we are changing. So, here 2 centimeters, in the example it is given 3 centimeters. Instead of 3 centimeters, we are taking here 2 centimeters. That construction steps according to 2 centimeters, you have to write your construction steps. Then after that, in the next question also he has given 3.2 centimeters circle we have to draw. Using a compass and ruler, so you draw your 3.2 centimeters circle, okay, and also you have to write construction steps also, okay. Now the next question, find the radii of the circle with the following diameter. So here a diameter is given, so we have to find the radius. So what is the diameter here? 12 centimeters. Half of the diameter is radius, half of the diameter is radius of the circle. So here diameter is given means radius. For the radius we have to divide the diameter with 2. If you divide the diameter with 2, then you will get radius. Then in 2 table, when you will get this 12, 2 6 means 6 centimeters. If diameter is 12, then radius is half of it, means 6 centimeters. In the same way, so radius is this diameter is divided by 2. If you divide 6.2 with 2, then you will get 3.4. 6.4, if this 6.4 when we divide with 2, then you will get 3.2, half of this. 6.4 half is 3.2, half means we have to divide with 2. 6.4 half is 3.2. So, the radius is 3.2 centimeter, okay. Then after that, here draw a circle with the following diameter. Here a diameter is given, so we have to construct a circle. So when the radius, we know the radius, then we can draw a circle. Here a diameter is given. When diameter is given, then how to construct a circle. So after that, one more question is there. So in this bit 4 centimeter diameter is given. So in that also we have to construct a circle. In these two, first we have to do this one, we have to draw a circle. The second question you do as your assignment. So that one is similar to this one, okay. Here a diameter is given, first we have to find the radius. So radius is equal to diameter, that is 6 divided by 2. When this 6 divides with 2, then you will get radius. Then in 2 table, when you will get this 6, 2 3s are, then radius is 3 centimeters. If the diameter is 6 centimeters, then radius is equal to diameter half. 6 half is 3 centimeters. 6 half is 3 centimeters. Now, how to construct a circle we know. Before also we did. So first we have to take a ruler and your compass. So on one side you have to fix your sharp pencil. Then after that you take 6 centimeters radius. Here I am taking 1 centimeter as 5 centimeters as a scale. So 6 centimeters we have to measure, 3 centimeters. So 3 centimeters we have to calculate. Okay. So on a ruler we have to measure 3 centimeters. Then you mark a point on your notes. Then after that you keep a sharp end on that marked point, and other arm you have to rotate. Okay. Then you will form a circle of a radius, 3 centimeters radius. So this circle you will form, so which is having 3 centimeters as a radius. Here I am taking scale. Why? Because so it is, if I take 3 centimeters, it is not visible to you. So that's why I took here scale. So and draw. How I took a scale? Here 1 centimeter as 5 centimeters I took. So then I constructed here. So in your book, so you have to construct by taking 3 centimeter on a scale. Okay. So then this is the radius of 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters in this way. And after constructing, so you have to write your steps, construction steps also you have to write. Construction steps is already there in your textbook, but you have to change the values according to your radius. Okay. So and after that one more question is there, that question also you do as your assignment. Okay. Now triangle. So the next concept, triangle. What is a triangle? Triangle is a polygon. Triangle is a polygon. So triangle is a polygon, so which is 3-sided polygon, 3-sided closed polygon. 3-sided closed polygon is called a triangle. Okay. So in a triangle we have 3 sides. This is first side, this is second side, and this is third side. In a triangle we have 3 sides, 3 angles, 3 vertices. How many sides? 3 sides, 3 angles, and 3 vertices. Here, so triangle has 3 sides. How many sides? 3 sides. How many vertices? 3 vertices. And how many angles? 3 angles. A triangle has 3 sides, 3 vertices, and 3 angles. What are the 3 sides? The first side is PQ. PQ is a first side. Second side QR. QR is a second side. Next RP is a third side. These are the 3 sides of a triangle. PQ, QR, and RP. These are the 3 sides. Next, 3 vertices. 3 vertices. What is a vertex? The intersection point of the 2 sides, the common point of a 2 sides is a vertex. This is P vertex, P vertex, Q vertex, and R vertex. So we have to show the vertex using a single alphabet. Single alphabet. Sides we have to so showing with a 2 alphabets by taking 2 alphabets. In sides we have to take 2 alphabets, PQ, QR, and RP. And in vertices we have to take a single alphabet, vertex P, vertex Q, and vertex R. These are the 3 vertices and 3 sides. Next, 3 angles. So 3 angles. So what are the 3 angles? First, angle P. How to represent angle P? So QPR. Angle QPR. So P we should take in the middle. So we should take in the middle. So when we are showing P, so then the P alphabet should be in the middle. Either it is QPR or RPQ. Any one we can write. So then angle R. How to represent angle R? PRQ. Angle PRQ. We have to take this alphabet in the middle. R alphabet in the middle. Either if you want to represent PRQ or otherwise QRP, that's your QRP, that is your wish. But the representing angle should be in the middle. Okay. Next, angle Q. How to represent? PQR. Angle PQR. This is angle Q. Angle P, angle R, and angle Q. So these are the 3 angles. 3 angles, 3 sides, 3 vertices. So in a triangle we have 3 sides, 3 angles, and 3 vertices. What is a triangle? A triangle is a closed polygon with a 3-sided closed polygon. 3-sided closed polygon is a triangle. A triangle has 3 sides, 3 vertices, and 3 angles. Then how to represent sides? In this way. How to represent vertices? In this way. Then how to represent angles? In this way. Okay. This is about triangle. Next, about triangle according to the measure of the sides. So according to the sides, the triangles are classified into 3 categories. How many categories? 3 categories. First category, equilateral triangle. So which triangle? Equilateral triangle. Equi means all the 3 sides. If in a triangle, if all the 3 sides are equal, means if AB is a 5 centimeter, BC is 5 centimeter, then AC 5 centimeter. If all the three sides are equal in length, then that triangle is equilateral triangle. In equilateral triangle, all the sides are equal. Equi means equal. All three sides and three angles are equal in equilateral triangle. Okay. Now, the second one, isosceles triangle. So, what is isosceles triangle? In isosceles triangle, any two sides are equal and the third side is different. Two sides are equal in length. So, these two sides are equal, this side and this side. So, if this one is 3 centimeter and this one is 3 centimeter, then this one is different, the third one is different. So, then this comes under isosceles triangle. In equilateral triangle, all the three sides are equal and three angles are equal. In isosceles triangle, two sides are equal and their corresponding angles are also equal. So, this angle is equal to this angle. Okay. So, this is the difference between equilateral triangle and isosceles triangle. In equilateral, all the three are equal. In isosceles, only two are equal. In scalene triangle, all the three sides are different in length. So, they are not equal. See, if one of the length is 3 centimeter, other one is 5 and another is 2 centimeter. All the three sides are in different length. So, these type of triangles comes under scalene triangle. Okay. Equilateral triangle means all the three sides are equal. In isosceles triangle means two sides are equal. In scalene triangle means all are different in length. Okay. So, these are the three categories. These three categories based on their measuring the sides, means according to the sides the triangles are divided into three categories. One is equilateral triangle, the second one is isosceles triangle, the third one is scalene triangle. In equilateral triangle, all the three sides are equal. In isosceles triangle, any two sides are equal, and in scalene triangle, all the three sides are different. Okay. Now, next, classification of triangles according to the measure of their angles. Based on the sides we discuss and based on the angles. First, acute angle. In a triangle, if all the three angles are less than 90 degrees, then that triangle is acute angle. All the three angles, see here, angle L, angle M and angle N. All these three angles once you check. Here it is 60 means less than 90. Here it is 50 means less than 90, 40 means less than 90. All these three angles are less than 90 degrees. If all the three angles are less than 90 in a triangle, then that is acute angle. Okay. Acute means less than. Less than means all the three angles. In a triangle, how many angles were there? Three angles. If that three angles are less than 90, then that is acute angle. That is acute angle. Okay. Next, the next one, right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. So, what is a right angle triangle? What is a right angle triangle? Here, right angle triangle means right. What is the right angle? Right means angle is 90 degrees. One of the angle is 90 degrees. In a triangle, one of the angle is 90 degrees. Then that triangle is a right angle triangle. That triangle is a right angle triangle. Here see, this is 40 degrees, this is 90 degrees and this is 50 degrees. Here one of the angle in these three angle is 90 degrees. Any one angle is 90 degrees, then that triangle is a right angle triangle. Here all the three angles are less than 90, then that is acute angle triangle. Acute angle triangle. This is acute angle triangle. This is right angle triangle. Acute means all the three are less than 90. All the three angles are less than 90. Then right angle means if any one angle in a triangle is 90 degrees, then that is right angle triangle. Then after that, obtuse triangle. Obtuse triangle. Obtuse triangle means obtuse angle, that is actually obtuse angle triangle. If in a triangle, if one of the angle is greater than 90 degrees, if any one of the angle is greater than 90 degrees, then that is obtuse angle triangle, obtuse triangle or otherwise obtuse triangle. See here, here 120 degrees, this is greater than 90. One of the angle is greater than 90. So, this is obtuse angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle. Here based on the angles, how many triangles we classified? We classified into 3. So, then one is acute angle triangle. In acute angle triangle, all the 3 angles in a triangle is less than 90 only. Then after that, right angle triangle. So, what about right angle triangle? In a right angle triangle, in the 3 angles, one of the angles should be 90 degrees. Then that triangle is a right angle triangle. Then obtuse triangle. In the 3 angles, one of the angles should greater than 90 degrees. Then that triangle is obtuse angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle. So, based on the sides and based on the angles, then the triangles are classified into 6 types based on the sides. So, first one, so which triangle? Equilateral triangle, then isosceles triangle, then scalene triangle. Equilateral triangle, all the 3 sides are equal. Then isosceles triangle, any 2 sides of a triangle is equal. Then acute, then obtuse, equilateral, isosceles, then scalene triangle. In scalene triangle, all the 3 sides are different in length. All the 3 sides are different in length. This is about based on sides. Based on angles, first one is acute angle triangle. Acute triangle means all the 3 angles should less than 90 degrees in a triangle. Then right angle means one of the angle in the triangle is 90 degrees. In the 3 angles, how many angles there in the triangle? 3 angles. In that 3 angles, if one of the angle is 90 degrees, then that triangle is a right angle triangle. Then obtuse triangle. In a triangle, in the 3 angles, one of the angle is greater than 90 degrees, then that triangle is a obtuse triangle. Okay. These are the classification of triangles based on sides as well as angles. Okay. Now here, in a triangle, the first property of a triangle. What is the first property? The first property, say in a triangle, sum of 3 angles always 180 degrees. If we add 3 angles, that should be 180 degrees. If the sum is not 180 degrees, then that 3 angles are not the angles of triangle, the angles of triangle. Here, suppose these are the 3 angles. If we add these 3 angles, then what is the sum? See here, 50 plus 60, 110, 110 plus 70, 180. So, sum of these 3 angles 180, it means, so these 3 angles are angles of a triangle, angles of a triangle. Now, the second one, add these 3 angles, 45 plus 75, 120, 120 plus 60, 180. Here also sum of 3 angles 180 degrees. So, these 3 angles are the triangle angles, So, what is the first property? In a triangle, sum of 3 angles always equal to 180 degrees. If sum of 3 angles in a triangle is equal to 180 degrees, then that angles are angles of a triangle. Okay. Now, so based on this property, one question. So, how the question will ask? Unknown angle, how to find? If 2 angles are given, if 2 angles of a triangle are given, then how to find the third angle? How to find the third angle? To find unknown angle, add 2 angles and subtract from the sum. So, here in the picture, see here angle A. Angle A is given 85 degrees. Angle B is given 60 degrees. Then what is angle C? What is angle C? Angle C we have to find. So, what we have to do? First we have to add the 2 angles, whatever the given angles are there, that we have to find. Known angles we have to find. Known angles we have to find the sum of known angles. 85 degrees plus 60 degrees. 85 plus 60, then how much? 145 degrees. 145 degrees. Sum of these 2 angles 180, 145 degrees. Then how to find angle C? So, for finding angle C, we have to subtract this sum. Then how much it is? 35 degrees. In this way we have to find. First we have to find the sum of two angles. So that sum we have to subtract from 180. Then you will get the third angle. What we have to do? First we have to find the sum of known angles. So that sum we have to subtract from 180 degrees. Then you will get unknown angle. So that is third angle. So you will get third angle. Okay. Now the next second property. First property what? So in the first property, sum of three angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. In the second property, the sum of the measure of any two sides always greater than the third side. Any two sides. See here. So this is triangle ABC. In this triangle ABC, add any two sides of a triangle. 6 centimeters plus 7 centimeter. So is always greater than the third, 4 centimeters. 6 plus 7 is 13. 13 is greater than 4. If we add any two sides, so that should be greater than the third. Okay. So what we added? 6 and 7. Now you add 7 and 4. 7 centimeters plus 4 centimeter. So that should be greater than the third one. Then after that you add these two. 6 centimeters plus 4 centimeters. That should be greater than 7 centimeters. Once you check either it is correct or not. If any two sides of a triangle, if you add any two sides of a triangle, then that should be greater than the third side. That should be greater than the third side. Then only the construction of a triangle can be possible. Here add 6 plus 7. 6 plus 7 is 13. 13 is greater than this 4. Then second time you add this 7 plus 4. 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 is greater than this 6. Then after that 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 is greater than 7. Yes. Sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. Yes, in all the three cases it is applicable. So we can construct a triangle. So similarly in this PQR triangle, add any two sides. First you add PQ and QR. 5 centimeters plus 6 centimeters. It should be greater than the PR side, 9 centimeter. If you add this 5 plus 6, that should be greater than 9. Yes, 5 plus 6 is 11. 11 is greater than 9. Then the second case, add these two. 6 centimeters plus 9 centimeter. That should be greater than the third one, 5 centimeter. Once you check, 6 plus 9 is 15. 15 is greater than 5. Yes, it is correct. Now add these two. 9 centimeters plus 5 centimeters. So that should be greater than the third one, 6 centimeters. Now you check 9 plus 5, 14. 14 is greater than 6. Here sum of any two sides. Here any two sides. If we add any two sides, that should always greater than the third one we are getting. So these are the measurements of a triangle. So this is the second condition, second property. In first property, in a triangle, sum of three angles should always greater than, not greater than. Sum of three angles in a triangle is always equal to 180 degrees. Equal to 180 degrees. The second property, if we add any two sides in a triangle, that should be greater than the third side. The sum should be greater than the third side. So then only we can construct a triangle. So those measurements only the triangle measurements. Okay. So like this we have to check. After that, in activity 4, name the type of triangles in each of the following. Here side's length is given. So according to the side's length, so we have to say that which type of triangle it is. Which type of triangle it is. Here. So here 4 centimeter, here 4 centimeter, here 4 centimeter. So then how the triangle it is? It is all the three sides are equal. If all the three sides are equal, then which type of triangle it is? It is equilateral triangle. Equilateral. It is equilateral triangle. If all the three sides are equal, then the triangle is equilateral triangle. So here all the three sides are 4 centimeters, 4 centimeters, 4 centimeters. So this is equilateral triangle. Okay. Now, in the second question, here, so one of a side is 7 centimeter, other is 5 centimeter, another is 4 centimeter. All are different in length. They are not equal. All the three sides are different. So then, if all the three sides are different, then that triangle is scalene triangle. That triangle is called scalene triangle. So that is our scalene triangle. So this is scalene triangle. This is our scalene triangle. This is the scalene triangle. In scalene triangle, all the three sides are different in length. So like this, on the basis of the sides, so we have to decide and say which type of triangle it is. Here all the three sides are equal, so it is equilateral triangle. So all the three sides are different, so it is scalene triangle. Okay.